Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning into She Roams Free. They told us to work hard now and retire later in our 60s and 70s. But what if retirement is a broken promise? For our parents and our grandparents, retirement was like a reward, it was the end of the tunnel. And today, it seems like that tunnel is getting longer, darker, and more expensive. In today's episode, I'm going to break down how traditional retirement is no longer realistic for most of us and how you can design the lifestyle you want to live and not have to wait until you're 60s and 70 years old. Stay tuned. Hey guys, remember when people used to work 20 or 30 years and retire with a pension? That was the deal for our parents and grandparents. Some government jobs, school districts, and airline industries still offer pensions. But today, that's becoming more rare. I mean, how many of you know someone close to you that's actually going to get a pension? I know someone who worked for the county for over 20 years and was lucky enough to receive a pension. But most of us were told to rely on a 401k if we even get a match, right? Yes, if your employer matches, that's free money, take it. But you have to wait years to become fully vested, sometimes 1, sometimes 3 years, even 5 years for most of us. And if you leave before then, you could lose part of that money, if not all of that money. Plus, most people don't even know how much they actually need to retire. We're just told to work until we in our 60s and 7 years old, cross our fingers and hope it all works out. But let's be honest. Today's work culture isn't what it was decades ago. People are being asked to wear 5 different hats in one job. I mean, I have seen roles asking for someone to do compensation, recruiting, and security. If I'm giving an example, this is tech consulting role. That's 3 full jobs into one. The pressure is higher and the burnout is real. Inflation's making it harder to save, and while we're living longer, many people spend those years sick, exhausted, or barely scraping by. I mean, how many of you have heard stories of people getting ready to retire just a month or months before they hit retirement? They end up dying. I mean, it's sad, but this is real life. It happens. So here's the question. Why are you waiting until, or why are we waiting until we're 60, 70 years old to finally live? Because let's be honest, most of us don't even take the time to take a real vacation. We're so consumed with work. We literally wait until we're in our 60s and 70 years old to take full retirement. To take full vacations. A lot of us were never taught to calculate our retirement number, which is the FIRE number. Most of you may have heard of it. It stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. If you want a numeric number or you want to get an idea what that, how to calculate that, that is basically taking your monthly expenses times 12. So that's your annual expenses times 25. And while that number might seem like it's a huge number, what if I told you that you don't need millions to retire? Yes, you heard me right. You do not need millions to retire. My spouse and I started investing seriously just a few years ago. We learned about stocks, ETFs, index funds, and eventually realized we could build monthly income through dividend paying stocks. You can create a passive income that covers your lifestyle, even if it's just $2,000 to $4,000 a month. You don't need $1 million if your expenses are lower. And living abroad makes that even more realistic. Most people don't take vacations because they're scared of how it looks. But the truth is, companies will let you go with or without the unused PTO. So I recommend people take your vacations. Take your PTO, please. I took vacations every quarter when I was working in corporate America because I had a job that offered unlimited PTO. And you may be asking, did she really use or take advantage of that unlimited PTO? Yes, I did. I met my hours, did what I was supposed to do, and I took my time off. However, I worked with a lot of people that just did not do that because they were afraid of losing their jobs. So I hit my billing hours. And rewarded myself with that time off. I deserved it. You can work project-based or contract jobs and build breaks into your schedule. You don't have to wait decades for someday. The trend of moving abroad isn't about cheap living. It's about intentional living. When we live abroad, we notice a slower pace. People weren't rushing, stressing, or grinding like in the US. Your money stretches further, yes, but your mind and body slow down too. Most people I know abroad are still working or building income, but because their expenses are half of what they be in the US, they're saving more and stressing less. If you're serious about taking action and taking more of your time back, I challenge you to start today. I have a simple plan just to give you step by step to help you get started. Step 1, I want you to visualize the life you want. Wherever you are right now, I want you to step back, go into a quiet place, then close your eyes, and then ask yourself, where do you want to be? Do you want to be on the beach? Do you want to be in a quiet city abroad? Do you want to be alone? Do you want to be with your family or your partner? Get clear on the lifestyle, not just the destination. Step 2, know your numbers. Calculate your monthly expenses. You can do this by looking at your last 3 bank statements. Subtract your expenses from your income and figure out what's left over. The purpose of this is to use whatever is left over to pay off your debt. So if you have enough money to pay off the smaller portions of your debt, do so. Then from there, focus on the higher interest debt and then work your way down. Step 3, look up rent, food, and lifestyle costs in places you're interested in, such as Thailand, Portugal, Mexico, Colombia, just naming a few. You might find that $2,000 a month could fully cover your lifestyle. Step 4, figure out your income strategy. Can your current job go remote? Can you work part-time or as a freelancer? I have a family member who just got approval to work remotely in Thailand for a US-based job. It's more possible than you think. The old idea of retirement is broken, guys. Pension is disappearing. 401k aren't enough. And waiting until you're in your 60s and 70s is not only risky, it's unnecessary. You have the power to design a life of freedom now, not decades from now. Whether that's living abroad, working remotely, or building income through investments, You don't have to follow the same path our parents did. So tell me, guys, what's your dream retirement location or lifestyle? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious. I want to hear from you. Let's start imagining freedom on our own terms. I really appreciate you guys taking this walk with me today. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, take care of each other, love one another. Peace.